On a bright summer afternoon, Marcus Johnson decided to unwind after a long week at work by sitting beside the pool in his own backyard, sipping iced tea and listening to jazz. The pool wasn't just a luxury, it was part of the home he had worked tirelessly to purchase. After years of late nights and sacrifices, to Marcus, it symbolized peace, success, and the fruits of his dedication. But his peaceful day was abruptly interrupted when two police officers arrived, sirens flashing, and approached him aggressively. They claimed they had received a report of a suspicious man trespassing in the neighborhood pool. Marcus was stunned. He calmly explained that this was his property, but the officers demanded identification, treating him as though he were a criminal. Their harsh tone, laced with suspicion, quickly made it clear that the issue wasn't about trespassing. It was about the color of his skin. Neighbors began to peek out from their windows, some even pulling out their phones to record. Marcus, however, kept his composure. He stood up, walked into his house, and returned not just with his identification, but also with the deed to his property. He placed the documents in front of the officers and asked them to read the name carefully. Embarrassed but unwilling to admit their mistake, the officers tried to cover it up by saying they were just doing their job. Marcus, however, wasn't about to let the incident slide. What the officers didn't know was that Marcus was a well-connected attorney specializing in civil rights. Instead of raising his voice or losing his cool, he told them politely that their actions had been discriminatory and unlawful. The videos captured by neighbors had already gone viral online, spreading outrage about how a black man couldn't even relax by his own pool without harassment. Within days, Marcus filed an official complaint and launched a lawsuit against the Department for Racial Profiling and Harassment. The media picked up the story, and soon, what started as a peaceful afternoon turned into a national conversation about systemic racism and abuse of power. The officers were placed under investigation, and the department was forced to issue a public apology. For Marcus, it wasn't just about winning a legal case, it was about sending a message. He proved that dignity and knowledge could turn the tables on injustice. What the police had intended as an act of intimidation ended up exposing their own prejudice to the world, and Marcus's calm strength became a symbol of resistance, inspiring countless others never to back down when confronted with discrimination.